We begin our service with the lighting of the chalice. As Alicia lights the chalice, we reflect on the words of Leo Tolstoy. Just as one candle lights another and can light thousands of other candles, so one heart illuminates another heart and can illuminate thousands of other hearts. Today, we join Unitarians and Unitarian Universalists all over the world in lighting our chalice, which is a symbol of the spark of life in each of us. If you are on Zoom and have your chalice with you, I invite you to turn on your video to share while we light them. We are in good company. Welcome to the home of Unitarian Universalism in Bismarck, Mandan. In our Unitarian Universalist community, we celebrate diversity of beliefs, and we are guided by 7 principles, which are printed on your order of service and can be found on our website. As we gather this morning, we acknowledge that we are in a place with a long history. We are in a place in which Nueta, Hidatsa, Sanish, Dakota, Lakota, Kistitas, Metis, and Anishinaabe peoples all claim belonging, connection, and deep knowledge. In recognizing all our relatives here, human and more than human, may we honor who and where we are today and find our way to be in right relationship here. This congregation is a place where we gather to nurture one another, to be supported on our life journey, and to put our beliefs into action through work in our communities and the wider world. This morning, many of us, Alicia, Dennis, and others will be facilitating our service as we celebrate the intersection of mindfulness, gratitude, and abundance in a playfully experiential music and meditation-based service. As our theme this morning suggests, we will be looking at attitudes and gratitudes during this service. So we're going to change things around a little bit. We're going to go right into a meditation instead of waiting around. And I bring forward the words of, and forgive me because I'm not French, but Charles Baudelaire. And he says, there are moments of existence when time and space are more profound, and the awareness of existence is immensely heightened. So what does this have to do with today? Because in our meditation, we're going to see if our awareness of our world is heightened through something we call a raisin meditation. Has anyone done it here before? Good, you're all newbies. Yay. So I'm going to ask you a question, first of all, 2 questions actually, and raise your hand. How many of you think that, first of all, first question, food has has a profound relationship with the holiday that just ended? Right answer. The second part of it is, could our relationship with food be improved? Okay, that's what we're going to attempt today through the raisin meditation. Because this morning we will be looking at one way to experience a different way of seeing food and of being more mindful and more grateful for what we eat, rather than this quote, which says that most people's awareness doesn't extend past their dinner plates. So beginning, I'm going to ask my friend Carlin, who will be your waitress, and She will be passing out napkins, and then we are going to give you each just one raisin. Don't eat it yet, no. And I might mention to those who are attending on Zoom, if you have a small item of eating, if you do have a raisin, that is fine, but any small item that might be. Okay, the meditation that we are using today is adopted from Ronald Siegel's The Mindfulness Solution, Everyday Practices for Everyday Problems. So just sit back, relax, and follow the meditation. Hold a raisin in your hand on your open palm or between your two fingers. We're going to use every one of your senses to observe and examine the raisin. Allow this practice to be very slow, noticing and resisting the urge to rush. Begin with carefully observing the raisin with your eyes. Notice its shape, its color, patterns of light reflecting on its surface. Notice some surfaces that are shiny, others that are matte. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise as you examine the raisin, and acknowledge them and let them go, gently returning your attention to the raisin. Now, using your sense of touch, explore the raisin with two fingers. It may be helpful to close your eyes as you do this. Notice the texture of the raisin, places where it feels soft, and places where it feels hard, smooth and rough. Its hills, its crevices, the way they feel in your fingers. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise as you explore the texture of the raisin. Acknowledge them and gently return your focus to the raisin. Lift the raisin to your ear. Notice the sensations of your arm lifting. Hold the raisin just outside your ear, but don't put it in your ear. Roll it between your two fingers, pressing gently on the raisin. Noticing the soft sound the raisin makes under the pressure of your fingers. If you notice any thoughts or feelings, memories or questions evoked by the raisin, thoughts about the rest of your day, moments of doubt as to the purpose of what you are doing, or if your mind just wanders off someplace, notice that and gently bring your attention back to the raisin. Now slowly bring the raisin to your nose and breathe in its scent. Take a few slow, smooth breaths in. What do you notice? What is your reaction to the aroma you breathe in? If you notice thoughts, feelings, or judgments, acknowledge them and return your attention to the smell of the raisin. Now, place the raisin in your mouth without biting into it. Just let it stay on your tongue for a few moments. Notice the initial taste sensation. Explore the texture of the raisin with your tongue. How does the texture feel to you now? Is it similar or in any way different from the texture you noticed with your fingers? Now, take one slow bite into the raisin, just one. Notice the taste of that one bite, the sensations of your teeth biting into the raisin. Notice any urge to continue biting into the raisin, any urge to rush. Now, continue exploring the raisin with your tongue. How has it changed since you've bitten into it? Continue to slowly chew the raisin, very, very slowly. Noticing all the sensations as you are chewing. Taste, texture, shape, the movement of your jaw, any thoughts or feelings that arise. Swallow the raisin once there is nothing left to chew. Stay with the sensations in your mouth. What is different now? Slowly swallow. Notice as the raisin travels down your throat and into your stomach. Notice how your tongue is behaving and the movement of your throat. Finally, how does your mouth feel after swallowing? Is there an aftertaste? Do you feel an instinct within your mind to have something else to eat now that you're finished what you were eating? Can you notice any changes in sensation in your mouth, throat, or stomach? Stay with these sensations for as long as you wish. And whenever you are ready, return your awareness to everything else around you. So we come to the end of one part. Hopefully you found another attitude towards food that you may have not experienced before. But there's a second part of this too, and that's the gratitude part, which is where we ask, where did this raisin even come from? And in light of the Unitarian Universalist principles, number 7 happens to read, respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. Meaning in this case, the raisin is only part of a continuous chain. And there is what is called in Zen tradition, in monastic tradition, the 82 responsibilities. And what this means is if we trace that one raisin back, we have to say, where did it come from? How did it relate to everything else? And I'm gonna start it and then just kick in to what helped that raisin come here today. So I'm going to say, first of all, it came to you because my friend Carlin handed it out. And before that time, it came because I assembled it at home. So much for ego. But before the ego part, that came from a box from the store. So let's go back further. Where do you think that raisin came from in its history? Right. Any other ideas? Who are the people that might have been involved in bringing that raisin here? Oh, at the grocery store and the people who dehydrate it. Let's take it back a step further. If there weren't people involved, what brought that raisin to you? Photosynthesis, sun, water, all of the earth. And all the way back, if we want it, that in that one raisin, as I titled this, the universe in a single raisin, because we have gone all the way back to stardust. And that is what makes us interdependent and what makes us grateful for all of the chain that has brought just that one raisin to you. So I hope this has been a fun experience. And if you ever want to do it again, we have extra raisins. So in closing, just want to quote again from Leo Tolstoy. If then I were asked for the most important advice I could give, that which I consider to be the most useful to the people of our century, I should simply say, stop a moment, cease your work, look around.
The Desiderata from Max Ehrmann. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. Even the dull and ignorant, they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are a vexation to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for there will always be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your possessions in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery, but in this be not blind to blind you, let this not blind you to what virtues there are. There are many persons who arrive with high ideals, and everywhere is full of wisdom and heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, nor in the face of all aridity and disenchantment it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strengths of spirit to shield you in face of sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaging. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars, you have a right to be here. And whether or not it's clear to you, do not doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you perceive him to be, and your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life. Keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy.
I wrote this song on my birthday, and it's called Thankfully. Clear through the other side, joy in this side cannot hide. Clear through the other shore, love that loves more and more. What's the difference now? I can't tell you how this, I see this heart beats, these arms open wide. I am free, these songs singing, I bring every broken part with me. I'm living thankfully. All at once, these I see, this heart beats, these arms open wide. I am free, these songs singing, I bring every broken part with me. I'm living thankfully. I'm living thankfully.
We have come to the end. It's time to extinguish our chalice, but we do it to the words of Rumi. Do not worry if all the candles in the world flicker and die. We have the spark that starts the fire.